Welcome to the first dream that I'm going to describe. I'll call this one the airplane and the zombies. So last night I was in an environment that I just really didn't feel very comfortable. It was like a harsh maybe environment somehow, and I started to feel sleepy right away. So I had to really leave that environment and come back to sleep. And then when I came back to sleep, immediately I just and in the middle of the dream, like, it's very hard for me to capture all the parts of the dreams because it comes into fragments. So just have that in mind, that it will always come in fragments. But I do know the sensation of like trying to wake up, and then just I was like stuck into my body, and I'm like, my God, I want to wake up, and it's a hard sensation. It feels like you are trapped. So I believe that's why I have like claustrophobia, because I do have the sensation of like when you want to wake up. So it means my brain wants to wake up, but my body still's not waking. So in the middle of this transition, and I feel like I'm trapped here and I just can't get out. So it did happen that in the middle of the night. And then after that, I did have this vivid dream. So I was in an airplane, and this airplane was full of passengers. I believe between 300 and 400 passengers. And then we get up on the airplane and we get out flying in the air. But in the middle of that transition, I perceive that the airplane is not going to the final direction. It's starting to go down and down and down, and I'm like, what is going on? And it keeps going down until it gets into like probably a land that it looks like an island or something like that. And then the plane keeps on going down, and it hits one portal, and it hits another, and it hits another, and I'm like, what is going on in here? Jesus Christ. Like, why we are going down? We should go up. And then I look at the windows, and when I look out at the windows, I see a lot of zombies. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be here. There's a lot of zombies here. And then the plane finally stops, and I start to alert everyone, guys, there is zombies outside. Don't go outside. And then I try to talk to the captain. I'm like, please just grab the plane and go up again, because there's a lot of zombies outside. We don't want to go outside because there's a lot of zombies. And then apparently nobody wanted to listen to me. Like, they had the free will to just go whatever they want. And then they end up coming down of the airplanes on the size of the, there was like opens the exit size. So they were all coming down, and I'm like, I just can't believe this. How is that they can't see the zombies that are outside? They couldn't. So anyways, like, I just, I tried to do my best here, and I just couldn't. And then all of a sudden, I feel that I was with a group of people that I was able to somehow help. And I told them, guys, the most important is where your brain and where your mind is. Whatever your mind is, if you can imagine, you can move and transport yourself to that place. So I grabbed a group that were the only ones that listened to me. I grabbed this group, and I told them, come with me and stay close. And then I'm going to imagine a place. And I don't remember exactly which place I remember, but I immediately took out those 4 people from the group, and they went to this place with me. They were not more in the zombie place. So like, oh my God, how can you do that? I can't believe it. Like, we are somewhere else. And I'm like, I'm telling you guys, everything is about what you have in your mind and the permission you give to imagine and to move to that place. And then one of the ladies told me, well, I would like to go to Tulum. And I'm like, I have never been in Tulum. I've been in Cabo Verde, and I've been in Cancun, but not exactly what you tell me. So I just can't bring you right there because I don't know how it looks like. But I'm gonna take you somewhere in the ocean in Mexico. So I focused, I concentrate myself, and like couple seconds later, they all were in this beautiful beach where it has like a cactus outside and a little, you know, a little like resort and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, how could you do that? I'm like, again, I told you, where your mind is where you're gonna go. Like, I have to leave now, guys, because I do have more work to do. So I left them in the beach resting during the rest of the night, per se. And I went to do more jobs during the night, apparently. I don't remember of all of them, but I do remember going back to the zombie place. And why did I go back to the zombie place? Because there were people there that I really love, and I really wanted them not to be in the zombie area, but they are just not prepared to move with me to the beach. So I left them there, but I did leave them there protected. With my mind, I created inside the zombie zombie island like an apartment, a beautiful apartment with food and things and stuff. And then I went to the apartment to see them and to talk with them and try to bring some of my light, per se. But they were not ready. They just wanted it to take advantage of me. So I looked at them, and for the first time I said, you know what, guys, I'm trying to protect you guys, but you just don't want, you want to stay here, and it is okay, but I can't give it all and not receive anything in back and still keep giving here. Like, you guys don't really deserve this protection of mine. And so I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving and I'm going back home. And one of the girls that were there like, no, don't do that, you're just so selfish. You see, you're doing everything for yourself, and then you're leaving us here in this place. I'm like, for the first time, I was like, I know that I'm not selfish, but I just can't save people that don't want to be saved. And in this aspect, I'm not talking about that I am a perfect or a good person. No, it's not like that. But sometimes you want to help more than above and beyond, and then the person doesn't give a crap, sorry for my language, of what you do for them, and they just really want to take advantage of you. And then you are so naive and you are so nice, and then you keep doing stuff to help people, and people keep taking advantage of you. So anyways, I said, I'm done. I'm sorry, I wish I could take you guys out from there, but you still are not ready for that. So I came back to my bed. And then when I get in my bed, again, my brain was awake, but my body still wanted to sleep. And I'm like, oh, so I had this like, wake up, please, come on. And then all of a sudden I realized that in my room, there were 3 individuals. There was like one that apparently was my guidant, per se. She was a beautiful woman with a strawberry hair, you know. And then there was like 2 more. There was like one that she was like faking that she was like a therapist, but she was not a therapist. And then the follower of the therapist. And in the moment that I'm trying to get out of the body, and I'm like, I want to wake up, I see my room and I'm trying to open my eyes, but I just can't open my eyes. And then my guidance says, it's fine, it's okay, I'm here with you, I'm gonna help you with that process. You're taking some time to like wake your body, but I'm here with you. And then I say, and those 2 people, what they are doing there? Not those 2, no, but that lady there, specifically the therapist. And I'm like, she's not a good person. I don't want her in my room. And then she complained and she looked at me, how dare you gonna say, I don't want you in my room because you don't have a good vibe. People with no good vibe ain't gonna be in my room, okay? And then she just like started like really getting upset at me, but she left my door. And then the follower was there and she's like, I know, she's just not a good person. You were right. And then by herself, she goes behind because she is just being manipulated by that bad person. So they left my room, and then my guidance said, okay, so let's do this. Let's try to wake up again. And then I'm like, trying to wake up, and I see the whole room again. Like I sit in the border of my bed, and I see all my, my flower and all my objects in the room, and I'm like, am I awake already? And she laughs and she says, no, the alarm already went off, but you still were not able to wake up. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I just want to come back and wake up. I was like, it's fine, you got this. She laughed with me, and then all of a sudden, 8:30 a.m. So that's the first story that I bring to you guys. Interpretation, I have my own. What is your interpretation of this dream? Leave you with that reflection. Kisses, and until the next one.